Hey y'all, good morning. I have no makeup on, so you get to see the natural Amy, which is kind of scary at 6 something in the morning. Oh, I'm sorry, it just turned 7. I haven't done an update in a very long time. A lot has happened. I can't even begin to tell you where things are. My son left, which I'm sure I've mentioned, and that was a hard stressor in my life. My daughter is now 16. I'm still married to my absolutely wonderful husband. I became a special education teacher. Can you believe that? Like, I'm a teacher. They allow me to teach children. Okay. I did retire as the cheer coach because trying to do IEPs and make sure I make my daughter's games. She plays flag football. Her team was 2-time state champions. Unfortunately, last year they lost that championship. When a lot of things have happened, I'm not going to go into detail about some of it because it's very personal, but when my son left, that was very hard for me, and I went back to my old ways. Guess who my friend was? It was food. Food was my friend. Then I had some issues with my daughter, and knock on wood, and thank God, and I praise God she's okay. But my son leaving, my daughter having issues, went back to food. I gained about 35 pounds. So I was about 135, now I'm about 170. But still, I mean, honestly, if you think about it overall, I was pushing 400. I'm okay with where I am. I still have a lot of excess skin. Not stating that I didn't gain weight, but some of my weight is my skin. And the hard part with dealing with children is they notice that right away. And that's kind of a sore spot for me. But I have more updates to come, and I will be updating more often. It was just, I was going through training, which was a 10-week intensive training. I was substituting throughout the day. On Wednesdays, I'd go from 4 to 8:30 to do training. On Saturdays, from 3 to, was it 3 to 4 or something like that. It was a long day. And I did this for 10 weeks straight while still trying to teach, while still trying to coach cheerleading, while still trying to be a mom and a wife and everything else. And so sometimes I didn't always eat the most proper meals. I am okay with where I am right now. The dark circles, well, normally you don't see them because I put a lot of makeup on. I am a chronic insomniac. I have been using a lot of oils, and I'm not trying to promote or push, but I do use essential oils from Young Living, and I found that they've helped me to, one, with my anxiety. Y'all know that I have bipolar and anxiety issues and whatnot. And I've had sleep issues since I was 15 years old. So none of this is new stuff for me. But when you're tired from working and you still can't sleep, that's kind of hard. So this is why you're looking at the sad part of me right now. Other than that, things have actually been doing really well. I recently did a summer school, and people were asking me, and someone says, well, I thought you lost some weight, because they could tell from the bat wings. But when I told her how much weight I had lost and what I did, she couldn't even believe that I was once that heavy. With that said, the surgery is a tool. It's like a hammer. The hammer won't put the nail into the wall without some effort. So our surgery is a tool. It's not going to keep us thin without some effort. And I do admit I have slacked off a little bit, and I let my emotions get the better of me. And that's the one thing that, and I've been saying this for a while, there should be some type of mandatory counseling afterwards, because just because we have it doesn't mean we lose that ability to resort to that. And it's different than smoking or using drugs or whatnot, because we need food to live. Now, I don't need food to help me suppress my upsetness that my son left. And by the way, my son's 18 now. He graduated high school this year. He's getting ready to go in the Navy. So he's doing really well. Makes Mama very sad. Don't get me wrong. My daughter's 16, and she's doing well, but it still starts to make me feel old. But as you can see, I mean, I'm still thin enough that you can see the areas that are thin. Really right now what you're seeing is just a bunch of tiredness. I don't sleep, which sucks, and it sucks for your metabolism. I have tried everything, every drug out there, every meditation little CD, you name it, I have tried it. And for whatever reason, my body just feels like, let's stay up all night long, all day long. We don't need any sleep. So I just wanted to update you guys and let you know that I still am doing really well. I'm between about 170, 175. My lowest was 135, and that was during my wedding. I want to get back down to where I was, or at least, lose about 15 pounds. And I'm on the path to do that. I just have to get my head right. And that's the one thing that I want to say is, just because you have the surgery doesn't make up here change. It doesn't make up here magically disappear, and the issues we were dealing with, for whatever it was, if it was abuse, if it was bullying, if it was whatever it was as to why we ate the way we did, or why the Oreos were so good. Now, I can say today, I can't drink milk, which kind of sucks because the glass milk would be nice nowadays, but I also can't eat ice cream. I can't have any type of sweets because I have reactive hypoglycemia, which means that my blood sugar shoots straight up and then it shoots straight down. And in a recent incident, and it doesn't even have to be like candy, it could be fruits. I went to 225, and in 30 minutes I went to 39. During those times, I can't communicate what I need, what's going on. Luckily, my family, because unfortunately this happens more than it should, and I've had gastric bypass. People with sleeve don't seem to have this issue, and they don't know why with gastric bypass this is a side effect. But my family's able to kind of tell, okay, we need to get some protein into her. So they know to get me like a protein, carbohydrate, mix real quick. They basically get the protein in first. My blood sugar starts coming up, and then I can like, okay, this is what I need. But I get to a point, I sound like I'm drunk. And I'm slurring my words, and like I have no idea where I am, and I can't tell if I'm sitting or standing or... And I've read more and more on it, and there's more research on it, but there's still no rhyme or reason as to why it's happening. Again, I will take that over being almost 400 pounds, only able to walk 5 minutes, and having to sit 15 minutes to walk another 5 minutes. I'm very active in my children's lives. I make every single one of my daughter's games, and I have an amazing administrator that allows me to do that. So I just wanted to touch base with you guys and say hi. I do apologize that you're getting the morning face and the dark circles, and it's just beautiful morning. Hello, good morning to you all. Have a fantastic day, and I promise to keep in touch more often.